Hi guys, today we're going to do a video on the top 5 features of Android Jellybean. Let's just dive right into this. Number 1 is probably my favourite feature and probably a lot of people's favourite. It's something you can't actually, it's not an app, it's Project Butter. Project Butter, to put it basically, makes the UI buttery smooth. It makes the whole thing run at 60 frames per second. I don't know if you can see that or how well the camera picks it up, but it is very, very smooth. Google did a great job, and they did it with a lot of different tricks. They used triple buffering and VSync to make the timing of things just go right. It's hard to explain really. They did a lot of framework changes to just get rid of that classic kind of Android lag. Now you can see you can just get through these home screens really quickly. It's really, really responsive. It's not just on the home screens, however, it is throughout the whole UI. You can press that and look how quickly that opens. Just click the Play Store. Again, that transition was lovely. You can see it's running at 60 frames per second. No lag anywhere. And this is on a 2-year-old device with a single core processor. So if you're waiting for Jellybean on the S3, I'm sure it's going to be epic because that's a quad-core processor. Another big difference with the Project Butter is how quickly it opens the task manager. Before it used to be about a 5-second delay when I used to press this button. Now if I do it, you can see there it's instantaneous and there's no lag whatsoever. You just swipe away this stuff really quickly, right? Project Butter is definitely probably my favourite feature. Moving on to number 2, however, it's the interactive notifications. Now, we all know Android already had great notifications, but they've made it better. Well done Google, yay! Which is just epic, right? So you pull this down, it's a lot cleaner now. You get the time, the date, the day, and the settings. This button's a clear all. It's really, really nice. Basically, the difference is now, if you use this 2-finger gesture on certain notifications, most of them do have it now, but you can see there, you can open, that's a screenshot I did, that's a screenshot in the middle of just my home screen. You get a share button which you can click, opens up, you can share with loads of different aspects like we all know and love with Android. And you can close it up there, and you see I've got emails here. You can pull this down, and if I've got 2 emails that I sent to myself and they both just tell me the subject and who it's from, close that up. If you swipe one away, if it's expandable, it will just automatically open. For example, if I swipe away the screenshot, you can see it's expanded the Gmail widget. I just think it's a really nice addition to the notifications. You can get more information from your notifications, and that's always nice. But it's not always there if you don't want it to be. You can just close it up and not take up loads of space. So that's another really nice feature. Number 3 on the list is the home screen and widgets. Now, I know it doesn't look any different to Ice Cream Sandwich, the home screens, but they've added a few nice little features. Mainly, if you ever try to arrange an Android phone with the home screens, it's normally quite a long experience. You never quite get it how you want it, and it can take hours. I know it takes me ages to get my home screens right, and I'm always changing them. Basically now you can see if I grab this widget, move it up here, say I want it up here, you can see that it automatically moved that out the way. That's really nice. It just seems like such a basic feature, but it hasn't been on Android. Now it's there, you kind of would miss it. See, you can move them around, it moves them around, put them in between. If you've got a resizable widget as well, it will actually resize. So if I grab this, you can see, if I want to put it there, it'll move it up. I want to put it there, it'll move it all up. It's really nice. Such a basic feature, but it wasn't there, and now it is, and it just makes it so much better. Let's move on to number 4. Number 4 is just the overall polish of the OS. Everything's so much more consistent now. It just looks so much nicer. The transitions are all different. It all works the right way. It zooms in, zooms out. transition, if I open the browser, you can see it comes in from the corner and loads. Gives the effect that it's actually loading quicker, but it's probably loading about the same time. But the transitions make a huge difference. What else can I say about the polish of the system? Yeah, I mean, if you go to the Play Store here, this is the Play Store that came with Jellybean. If you type, for example, an app, so let's just do Quadrant, you can see here, it's just such a simple little thing, but it makes it so much easier. You start typing Quad, and it came up with Quadrant Standard, which is the benchmark tool. So you don't have to search that anymore. You can just click that, and it'll go straight to the app. Just something so simple, but something that makes your life with Android so much easier and more efficient. Another thing, if you go into the app drawer, click widgets, you can see there's this kind of grey background now instead of just the widget. It just makes the whole thing look a lot cleaner. It's really, really nice. You can just see how I can't seem to get over just the responsiveness of the system here. You know, people cannot complain about Android lag anymore because it is gone, and this is running on a Nexus S with a single core. It runs even better on the Galaxy Nexus with dual core. How's it going to run on the S3 with a quad core? That is what I'm excited to find out. The fifth and final top feature is Google Now. I've actually done a whole video in depth on Google Now, so I'm not going to do loads on it, but I'll just show you some simple stuff. You can press the search key here, it brings up Google Now, and eventually, yeah, it'll tell you the distance to work if you set your work, the weather. It can tell you sports results, give you hurricane warnings if you're in America, tell you nearby cinema times, local cinema times. It also has the kind of Siri-like feature here, but Google Voice Actions has been on Android for years. Just people haven't noticed it because it didn't have an I in front of it. But if I do, quick question, how heavy is the Earth?
Earth has a mass of 5.9.
You see, it brings up this card, tells you how heavy the Earth is. And it doesn't always work. The questions have to be very specific, but it's really useful if you just want to know some trivial facts. It's not going to have a conversation with you. But like I said, subscribe to my videos, check out my channel. You'll see in-depth videos of Jellybean and of Google Now, so check it out. Okay, that was my quick video on the features of Android Jellybean. It is the best Android update. The latest ones always are, but this one is definitely a massive step up. If you like my video, please subscribe, check out my channel, rate this. I hope you enjoyed it. See you later.